Hello, welcome or welcome back to Yoga with Paige. Today's class is a heart-opening flow, beginner level to intermediate. I don't use any props, but if you would like to grab a block for poses like Pigeon, you are welcome to do so now. So whether you are feeling a little low today, you need a little extra support, or we just want to open up through the heart center and fill ourselves with more joy and cultivate more compassion and love for ourselves and others, this is the practice for you. So whenever you're ready, grab your mat and let's get started. We start today in easy pose or any comfortable seat of your choice. Taking a moment here, rolling the shoulders back, bringing the hands to the heart center, maybe closing the eyes, connecting to our breath, feeling the energy in our core, in our legs, in our heart space, in our head. Feeling gratitude for ourselves, for our bodies, for showing up for this practice today. And taking that feeling of gratitude with us through every pose, through every opening, every big inhale. We're inhaling more gratitude and exhaling gratitude and love out for others. So tucking the chin into the chest, we can take the hands to the knees and rolling the neck to the right side and behind, over to the left, back into the chest, reversing the circle. Finding ourselves in neutral spine. Inhale, taking the hands to heart center, interlacing the fingers. Exhale, rounding through the back, pushing the hands in front of you. Starting a circle of joy here. Gonna warm up with that. Inhale, taking the hands above the head. Exhale to release the hands, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Inhale, bringing the hands down through the mat, lifting the chest, creating nice space here in between the collarbones. Exhale to release the hands and float them back up towards the chest, interlacing the fingers, preparing to start again, taking a nice inhale. Exhale, send the hands out. Inhale above the head. Exhale, release, bringing them behind the back. And inhale, lifting the chest up to the sky. Open. Exhale, release, floating the hands back. Float through this one more time. Big inhale and exhale, sending the hands out. Inhale above. Exhale, release. Inhale, lifting the gaze. And exhale, bringing the hands back through center. We're going to extend the legs out for straddle very gently here to the wide side of the mat. Ooh. And first things first, walking the fingertips out in front, keeping the toes and the knees externally rotated behind us. Behind. Taking nice deep breaths. Maybe finding a little wiggle here, opening up through the hips. And on the exhale, walking the fingertips over to the right foot. Maybe reaching that left arm over the head, spiraling the chest open. Crossing that arm over the face, crisscrossing the arms in front of us. So we come over to the left foot, reaching that right arm overhead. Big inhale, and exhale to walk the fingers back over to the right side. Moving with the breath here, finding your own flow. Maybe you follow along with me, maybe you go at your own pace. I'm gonna do this one more time each side. Maybe we hold here for an extra breath before crossing back over. And finding our middle straddle, inhaling the legs back up, gently taking the knees in, crossing the right underneath us and the left over for a twist. Taking a gentle twist here, lubricating the spine. We want to warm up the whole body. And exhale, coming back through center, gently unraveling to switch sides. Taking our time to find what feels good. Exhaling into this twist. Not forcing anything, just a gentle stretch. Exhale to release. And using this right foot to press ourselves up onto the hands, coming into a downward facing dog. Walking the feet back, the hands forward, pedaling out the feet, maybe dipping the hips a little bit. And finding our static downward facing dog. Gripping through the fingers. On the inhale, lifting the heels, rounding through the back, coming into plank pose. Gazing at the hands, exhale to come into chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale over the toes, downward facing dog. Moving through this flow, inhale, lifting the knee or the heels, rounding, coming into plank. Chaturanga, nice and strong. Inhale, heart up to the sky. Feeling that nice stretch in the front of the throat before we exhale, coming back to downward facing dog. One more time, big inhale. And exhale, nice and strong. Upward facing dog. And down dog. Gazing at the hands, gently walking the feet up to meet the hands. Go a little slower, feeling what this feels like through the feet, the sensations. Noticing the toes, the balls of the feet, the heels. Inhale to rise, hands come above the head. And we are going to cross the arms over, so palms facing together like this. Crossing one ankle over to the side and taking a little side bend. Still spiraling the heart up. Getting a nice side body stretch. And exhaling to come through center, switching both hands and the feet to bend the other way. And exhale, coming through center, uncrossing the legs. Exhaling to take the arms into cactus, drawing the shoulder blades together. We are strong here. Inhale, hands back up. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Nice big deep inhale to rise, lifting the gaze, and exhale, cactus. Sweeping the arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine, finding length through the crown of the head and out through the sit bones, holding here. One more round of breath. And exhale to fold, planting the hands, stepping back into plank, taking a vinyasa. Exhale, meeting in downward facing dog. Grounding through that left foot, raising the right behind us nice and strong. Three-legged dog. Pulsing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Before bending the knee and coming into half pigeon, lying the shin down, finding what feels good here. Any wiggles? And when we find our half pigeon pose, lifting the chest, reaching the fingertips back if this feels okay to you. Reaching forward, remembering to roll the shoulders back and down. Gazing up. We're open, we're thankful to be here on the mat, moving our bodies. And on the exhale, gently bringing the hands in front, coming to lie on the forearms. Maybe coming to lie on the forehead. Taking a few deep breaths in this pose, really sinking into this stretch. Quieting the mind here. On the next inhale, gently lifting the chest, reaching the left arm behind us and bringing up the ankle, bending at the knee, coming into one-footed king pigeon or mermaid pose. Gazing forward, feeling that nice stretch in the quadricep. Playing around with any variations and exhaling to gently release that leg with control. Planting the hands, tucking the back toes to take the right leg back, three-legged dog. And bending the knee, stepping it in between the hands, turning the back foot, inhaling up, warrior one. Checking our alignment, squaring off to the front of the mat. Sinking deep into the hips. And opening on the exhale, warrior two. Gazing out over the right fingertips. Inhale, reach forward and back. Left hand comes down the leg. We're still in a deep lunge. Exhale, windmill around, planting that right hand on the mat. Extended side angle, reaching that left overhead. Getting a nice long line from fingertips to the back foot. Nice and strong. And exhale, reaching that arm all the way up to the sky, straight. Grounding through that right hand. We're gonna take the right leg back to meet the left inside plank. Maybe you do that a little more gracefully than I did. Woo! Finding our balance here, stacking the feet, gripping through the fingers. Bending the left knee, toes come to the knee. And then extending it behind Wild Thing. Opening the chest, reaching back. And swinging around, gazing at the right hand, using your core with control, bringing that left leg up, straightening the leg, trying to grab the big toe with peace fingers, holding, sucking the navel into the spine. Bending the knee, trying to come into high lunge here. Inhale, arms above the head. Nice and strong, rolling the shoulders back. Inhale, taking our gaze up, and exhale, hands come to heart center. We're here for a few breaths. Maybe if we want a challenge, we can try and close the eyes here, challenge our balance. Our thighs are trying to rotate in towards each other. We're getting a nice deep hip stretch in this psoas muscle. Noticing what this pose feels like in the body right here, and pulsing with the right knee. 1, 2, 3, 2 more, 4, 5. Inhale the arms above the head. Circle them behind you to plant the hands. And step back into plank pose. Taking a vinyasa, slowly lowering down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, over the toes, hips up to the sky. Grounding through the right foot, we repeat on the other side. Left leg, three-legged dog. We pulse for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Taking it all the way in for half pigeon. Working the hips, noticing if this feels different than the other side, if we're more open compared to yesterday, compared to 5 minutes ago. Not compared to anyone else though, only yourself. Once we find our spot here, reaching the fingertips back, opening up the heart even more. We're here, we're taking up space. We're grateful to be here, to be sharing this with each other. And exhale, bringing the hands in front, lowering down onto the forearms or the forehead. Deep breaths, helping to quiet the mind. Not thinking of anything else we have to do later. This is our time right now. Inhaling to raise the chest, reaching that right arm back to grab onto the ankle. Woo. Come into whatever variation of this pose feels good for your body today, depending on how open we are, where we're at on our yoga journey. And wherever that is, we are honoring that. We're not pushing ourselves past our current capabilities. We're honoring every step of this journey. And exhale to slowly and lovingly release. Planting the hands and taking the left foot, three-legged dog. High up in the air, bending it, bringing it all the way through. Warrior 1, nice and strong. Exhale, warrior 2. Reach forward and back, peaceful warrior. Sinking into the lunge. Windmilling the arm around, extended side angle. That scared me. Reaching, lifting the chest open, not sinking into the hip. Exhale, straightening the arm up to the sky, gripping through the left hand fingers, coming into side plank, stacking the feet. Gazing up at the sky, down at the hand. Bending the right knee, toes come to the left knee, and we send it back, wild thing. Feeling this beautiful back bend. Circling back around, gaze at the left hand. Trying to straighten that top leg here, using your core. Grabbing onto the big toe with peace fingers. We're strong, we're steady. We can do all things. And bending that leg, coming into high lunge. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment of rest here, still active in the legs. Not a rest for our body, a rest for our mind. Checking in. How are we doing? Wow. Maybe challenging our balance with closing our eyes, seeing where we're at. Sweeping the arms behind us to lift them overhead, and raining the fingertips down. Planting them on either side of the foot, stepping back into plank. This time lowering down all the way, untucking the toes. Steepling the fingers on the outside of the mat. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, left ear comes to the mat. Inhale, lifting the chest. And exhale, right ear comes to the mat. Flowing here, moving with the breath. Gaze up on the inhale and take it back down on the exhale. Evening out both sides. Coming back, taking the arms actually out in front of us, extending them both out in front, raising the right arm and left leg, hold, and exhale, release, opposite arm, opposite leg, inhale, lift, squeezing through the glutes, and release. 2 more times each side, inhale, squeeze, squeeze, and exhale, release. Last one, release. Exhale, bringing both arms beside us. Gazing at the mat, taking the forehead to the mat for a second, feeling the back of the neck. Inhale to lift up the head, the arms, and the legs, pressing the pelvis, the core into the mat, feeling our strength, rolling our shoulders back, locust pose. Exhale, release. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, lifting up. Maybe we lift a little bit higher. And exhale, taking the hands underneath the shoulders and sending the hips back, child's pose. Walking the fingertips out in front, maybe steepling them, stretching out the shoulder. Resting forehead to the mat. Taking the arms behind us, interlacing the fingers, and bringing the hands overhead. Wringing out the shoulders, front and back. Drawing the shoulder blades together. Can come up into a rabbit pose if we would like here. Maybe we move up and back, We kind of floss the arms. Whatever feels good. And gently, keeping the hands still interlaced, rising the chest. Rising the chest, not raising, rising. Raising the chest. Releasing the fingers. Placing the hands on the mat behind the feet, fingers pointing towards the toes. Pressing into the mat, lifting the chest, really drawing the shoulders away from each other. Hi, sun. Spreading through the collarbones. And exhale to gently lift up. Inhale the arms above the head. Letting the right hand drop to the mat, reaching the left overhead, a little side bend. Exhale, left hand comes to mat, reaching over with the right. And coming back up, ending our practice today in this Thunderbolt pose. Extending both arms out to the sides, taking the left arm underneath the right for a little shoulder stretch, a little cool down. And then taking that right arm overhead, left behind for cow face arms, trying to reach the fingertips. If we can't touch, that's totally okay. Honoring wherever we are, accepting, loving wherever we are. Exhale to gently release, sending the arms back out, maybe wiggling out the fingers. Taking the other arm with a shoulder stretch. Not even going to try with my right and left there. And releasing, taking that left hand overhead. Noticing the difference in the sides here. Ooh. They're probably not the same. And that's okay, that's how it usually is. That's how it's probably supposed to be. Feeling that nice stretch in the front of the shoulders. Exhaling to gently release the fingers. Bringing the hands to heart center. Maybe lifting up the corners of the mouth and a little smile. Thanking yourself for showing up here today. You did awesome. No matter how you're feeling, you did it. You're here for yourself and you should be proud. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. It is an honor to guide you in these classes. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below. Hit the subscribe button to never miss more daily classes with Yoga with Paige. And with that, I hope I leave you here with a little bit more gratitude and compassion in your heart space that we can take with us for the rest of the day and hopefully spread onto others. Namaste.